Have you ever felt watched, even when you're completely alone? What if the eyes staring back at you were trapped behind glass, waiting desperately to drag you into their dark world? Tonight, we'll uncover the chilling true story of Anastasia, whose reflection became her worst nightmare. Anastasia had always felt a chill in the old family home, an unsettling shiver that crept along her spine when dusk settled over the house. Her family dismissed it, attributing her fears to an overactive imagination. But the truth was far darker than she could imagine. One bleak winter evening, as twilight painted the sky in fading hues of violet and indigo, Anastasia's mother left for a late shift, leaving her alone in the creaking house. As silence settled, a sudden sound echoed upstairs, a soft but deliberate tapping. Initially, Anastasia ignored it, convincing herself it was the old plumbing or the house settling. But the tapping persisted, rhythmic and unyielding. Her heart pounding in apprehension, she stood up and cautiously approached the staircase. Each wooden step groaned beneath her feet, echoing ominously through the dim hallway. At the end of the corridor, Anastasia's room door creaked open slowly, an invitation she had never extended. Gathering her courage, she stepped forward, her breath visible in the chilly air. As she reached the doorway, an inexplicable dread overcame her, yet curiosity compelled her to peek inside. Her breath caught sharply in her throat. Her mirror, usually reflecting her familiar room, now revealed a blurred figure standing silently behind her. She spun around, her eyes wide and frantic, but nothing was there. Shaken and terrified, Anastasia hesitantly turned back to the mirror. The figure was now closer, unmistakably clear, revealing a ghastly visage, eyes hollow and filled with accusation, mouth twisted in a silent scream. "Leave!" it hissed, the whisper icy and foul against her ear. The room temperature plunged further, frost forming rapidly on the window panes. Panic surged through her veins, and Anastasia bolted from the room, racing downstairs. But as she reached the bottom step, another noise made her freeze. It was the sound of a child sobbing, faint yet heartbreakingly distinct. Anastasia turned slowly towards the living room. In the dim light, a shadow flickered briefly, then vanished. Hours later, exhausted and fearful, Anastasia drifted into a fitful sleep on the living room couch. The next morning, her mother found her shivering and curled up in a corner of her bedroom, the mirror shattered, shards scattered across the floor. Anastasia could never fully explain what she'd seen, but she knew she would never spend another night alone in that house again. Years passed, but the memory of that terrifying night lingered. Driven by an insatiable need for answers, Anastasia delved into researching her home's dark history. What she uncovered chilled her to the bone. A girl had mysteriously vanished decades earlier from the very same room. Rumors whispered that she had become trapped within her own reflection, condemned to an eternity of desperate warnings to those who dared remain. And although Anastasia had moved far away, she could still feel the icy whisper follow her, a reminder that some doors, once opened, could never truly be closed.